Hi everyone. If you are in the classroom, just let's wait. I think we got 60 seconds to count down and we will start. Very nice to see all of you here, especially in a week where we have been very stressed with the HPL, right?
Yep.
Let's order. Is it more stressful to do HPL at home than to go to school? No. At least you can sleep a little bit more.
Maybe no, maybe yes.
Maybe no, maybe yes. Maybe if HBL continues for another 1 month, we will be very tired. But it won't continue 1 month, right? Because maximum 1 week, and then it'll be holidays. I don't think they'll disturb you during the holidays. But if you are in primary six, then that's not true, because primary six we are given lots of work to do over the holidays. We may have school programs. Actually, they will have aligned a lot of school holiday revision programs for a lot of schools, which will be disrupted due to the current situation. So they will take this learning to online and start giving you homework to do from home. Maybe do mock papers. What else? Maybe do the SLS a bit more. Whatever helps in preparing you to face the PSLE in about how many months' time?
Hello,
Don't know how many months' time?
21.
21 months. So if you are in primary 3, primary 4, primary 5, please chill a little bit, because primary 6 are very, very stressed right now, because they thought the COVID situation, HBL was affecting last year's P6 batch, but it's also going to affect this year's P6 batch. We don't know what's going to happen after the school holidays, whether they will reopen the school or not. I hope and pray that they will, so we can all go back to school and resume and learn as per schedule, as per plan, to prepare ourselves. Can you imagine we were in school trying to finish the syllabus, we are doing the adaptations, and then we will finish then by June. All of you got back your mid-year exams. How many of you did not finish your mid-year exams? Just say yes, didn't finish. Okay. Some of you didn't finish, some of you finished, some of you got your results already. Very, very different spectrum of students over here. Don't worry. We all know that even those who just finished exams, right, media didn't do really well. You know why didn't do really well? Because you have just finished your syllabus. There was not much time for your teachers to revise. We did not train you well enough, and so on and so forth. Many reasons. Okay. And then also HBL came in now to disrupt a lot of things. What happens for PSLE and prelim is your syllabus is already done. So your teachers will pick up questions that are difficult, that will usually come on PSLE, and train you and revise with you. So you have July and August to do all this, and then you become better, sharper, more trained to do this question. Then you do very well in the PSLE. So don't worry, okay? Make sure you make use of your June holidays to sharpen up these skills. If you have assessment books, do more of the assessment books. If you have mock papers, do more of the mock papers. Do not ever take a textbook and start reading. It's not a very good way. Studying does not mean reading some text. It's only used as a reference. Anything that has a lot of text and a lot of information is just reference. When you don't know something, you go and find out. But don't read. Just do. D-U. Do. Like in Nike, they say just do it, right? Just follow that. Just do it and you will be better off. Okay, please take my advice. Do a lot of questions, be it math or science or English or mother tongue. All four needs a lot of practice. Imagine if you did a mock paper every day for each subject once. By the time you go to PSA, you'll be like, this is easy peasy because you have done it so many times. It's just like cycling or swimming. A person who swims every day is going to be a good swimmer. A person who cycles every day is going to be a good cyclist. A person who runs every day is going to be a good runner. Agree or not? Is going to be very fit. Therefore, the person who practices PSLE papers every day is going to be a good PSLE graded student and going to be very fit to sit for the PSLE. And it's like very easy because we can't ask you questions outside of PSLE. It's not going to be Sec 1, Sec 4, Sec 3. It's going to be PSLE, same topics over and over and over and over and over and over and over. A person who plays games every day is a very good gamer. Thanks. Okay. All right. Okay. I met most of you in today. This month is May, right? So I met most of you in April, early April, and I said Next class, what do you all want to do? And you said adaptations, because some of you already started in class, some of you may have just done it. And that is the final chapter, which is the interactions chapter, ecosystems, what's that? Food chains, food webs, and adaptations. Okay. What do we do with adaptation? Some people like it, some people don't like it. I think it's quite fun if you know what you're doing. You just need to be able to answer the questions correctly. Adaptations is about how animals adapt to not only the environment, but also to prey and predator. For example, you want to hide from someone who wants to find you. Hide and seek, right? You play hide and seek. Do you go and hide yourself in a brightly lit room or in a dark room is better? Dark room, right?
Dark room.
Yeah. Why? Because
So
light.
then they can't see you.
Yeah, they cannot see you. So there's this concept of light. Dark means cannot see. There's concept of camouflage, and that's what animals do. Animals hide themselves from their predator to hide from the predator in case they want to attack them, right? So that's called adaptation. And then they do a lot of adaptations in terms of the habitat that they live in. For example, camels, they live in a place called a desert, and it's a lot of sand. So how to walk on sand every day? So their feet has to be hardened to be able to withstand the heat. Okay, it has to be broad so that they do not sink in due to the pressure and all this, so forth and so forth. So we will learn in terms of a few animals how adaptations take place as well. Okay, so your teachers have gone through this in class. You can go through my 88 tuition recorded lessons online as well. And today's class as well, 1 hour to take us through what are the things that we need to take note of. So let me share my screen now so that we are ready for adaptation. So just, it's very good. Like just 1 hour ago, I had a lesson with P3 and P4. If I unmute, I get a whole lot of voices coming into my head. It's very noisy. For P5 and P6, I unmute, it's still quiet, thank God. So I don't need to mute all of you. So once in a while, if you want to speak, go ahead and speak because it's not going to be very
Just say the opposite.
Yeah? What opposite? Raika, was it
The
you?
loudest in the class.
Sorry?
I'm the loudest
It's okay.
in my tuition.
It's okay. But you're quiet here. It's okay even if you speak and no one else is speaking. Maybe you're going to contribute to the class, is fine, okay? Just don't be disruptive. Okay. So let's start by introducing the adaptations. Adaptations is not the whole chapter. The whole chapter is called interactions with the environment. So we have man's impact on the environment. We have food chains, right? And so on and so forth. So today's lesson, we will just concentrate on one part. Perhaps if you are not very clear, we may even take this lesson to another day, which is next month. Hey, who's that? That person is so disruptive. Come on. If you want to speak, speak softly. Don't make me go have a shock. Okay. And of course, everyone will want to hear your voice, not a shriek. Okay. If it's disruptive, then I have to mute everyone. Okay, let's go. Structural, behavioral, extreme temperature, obtain air, and move. Okay. You need to be able to identify from the start, like the questions, when questions come in, is it asking you a question of a structural adaptation? Is it a behavioral adaptation? So the word is still adaptation, but the first word is like an adjective, you know, to describe the adaptation. Is it structural or behavioral? What's the difference between S and B type of adaptation? Structural
is like their body parts, like how they're adapted, and behavior is like how they move.
Okay, correct. Behavior is how you behave. What is the action you do? So yeah, very good. Is determined by your action, and the other one is not determined by action. It's how God created you, how God gave you an adaptation capability of able to be cool in a hot weather. For example, camels, how do they store water in their body? I also explained to you how are their legs designed so that their legs do not sink into the sand. For example, you and I go onto the sand is so soft, we tend to sink in and we are not able to walk or run. But a camel is not, they have broad feet. Okay, similarly for ostrich, how is an ostrich so heavy and big and still able to run so fast, and so on? So structural is the body. Okay, structure, your structure. For example, my body, my head, my arms is built this way so that I can, you see, if we have very unique hands,